All right, guys. So here's SketchUp. This is your first exercise. This is navigation. The reason that we're covering navigation in SketchUp is the fact that we're no longer dealing with two-dimensional space. We're working in three-dimensional space. So instead of just going up and down and side to side on the page, we also have the potential to be going in and out. So in order to do that, you have a couple of new tools. Up here at the top, these are your navigation tools, these four tools. I apologize, any of you Mac users, you might have a slightly different arrangement of the tools. They might be at the end or closer to the beginning, but the icons should be pretty much the same. So, this first icon here, orbit, this lets you rotate around an object. It lets you spin around it, go underneath it, go to the sides, everything that you want to do around a single object. This pan, Pan lets you move side to side, up and down, without changing your direction that you're looking. Zoom lets you get closer and back away, and zoom extents. This is your help I'm lost button. Essentially, if you get to a point where you can't see anything that you've built, you have no idea where you are, you can't find your way back to something that you've done already, you click on this button and it brings you back to ground zero. All right, so with this exercise, I'm not actually going to have you guys print anything out. I'm not going to have you build anything. I want you to practice using your navigation tools. Uh, if you can't navigate, if you just blew off this exercise, or if you've already hit the stop button, I'm going to be able to tell in your later exercises by the fact that you can't move around your workspace. So, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and try out Orbit first? So, you can just click on the Orbit tool. And with Orbit, you can rotate around your workspace. All right, so right now I'm just going 360 all the way around, whoop, starting to go sideways, back to the beginning. All right, you can also spin like I started to do. All right, but that is Orbit. Lets you move around your three-dimensional space. This changes your point of view. It changes the direction that you're looking. All right, Pan, however, Pan does not change the direction you're looking. Pan lets you move up, down, side to side, but it doesn't change. I'm still looking down at the ground on a little bit of an angle here. Zoom, you can zoom out, you can zoom in, get real close, pretty straightforward. And to show you zoom extents, I'm going to try my best. Actually, we're going to zoom way out so it's real small. And I'm going to move all over the place. There are some shortcuts to help you use some of the navigation tools without having to actually go up and select. So if you see the top of my screen, it's kind of like jumping all over the place up there. Um, you know, I will talk about those later, but don't worry about it if you can't figure it out. So right now, I have no clue where I am. I've got these lines. That's kind of like my starting point, but I don't really know how to get back there. I can't see it. Even if I try to, I'm scrolling up, trying to zoom in. It's not getting me back to my start point. Really confused, really lost. Click on this guy. There you go. Right back to everything that you have already built here. All right, so go ahead and practice those things. If you feel comfortable with practicing those things, by all means, you can stop the video right here. You can move on and go to the next exercise. If, however, you want to learn some of like the little tricks and tips, keep watching for just a couple more seconds here. So, the first one is orbit. Now, if I have my selection tool up and I'm in the middle of like adjusting something here on this mouse, and I want to get around on this side, rather than going up and selecting this tool, I can just click my center mouse wheel button. Okay, and that's, you can see I still have the arrow, I still have the selection tool up here, but just by clicking that button, it lets me orbit. Obviously, the mouse wheel lets me zoom in and out. I'm still on the selection tool, but you can see I'm going in and out. And pan. If I hold down Shift and I hit my mouse wheel, see the hand come up? That lets me pan. All right. So if you can learn these strategies, it'll help you navigate your space more quickly, and it'll let you navigate and build more efficiently. So I can get in here, I can look at this, and oh crap, I need to go and check the other side of my mouse. I can go over this way, I can orbit around, I can now select it. I didn't have to switch any other tools. Much more efficient. All right. If you need any help or if you don't understand, by all means call me over. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Otherwise, you got through this first exercise. Go ahead and move on to the next one. All right.